Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers. Watch along for Cassian Andor. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name is Jody Kelly.
And my name is James Baker.
And we're going to be watching episode 4. I think I mentioned that it was episode 5 in previous places. It's episode 4 that we're watching because episode 5 comes out Ramora.
It does.
So if you're here to watch episode 5, I'm terribly disappointed in all of you for believing that we could watch episode 5 together because it's not happening until tomorrow.
Clickbait.
So I blame myself. Clickbait. There's no clickbait and switch.
Sloan, we're talking about clickbait, but that's just taking it too far.
That is. Bruce Willis did what? Do you know what we did? We did a podcast on Sunday, and I changed the thumbnail for it, and we got 0 views.
Oh, really?
It's 100% thumbnail.
I've only listened to half of it.
Yeah.
I've yet to listen to the other half of it.
Because the thumbnail did not work. So it just goes to show that if you do a good thumbnail, then you get views. Because I changed the thumbnail and it worked, and we got like a good few views after that. So
good.
There you go.
Good. Off he did.
Okay, so we're watching episode 4 of Andor. Andor
Fist.
Oh my god, Andor.
Did you actually not mean that?
I didn't know. I didn't mean that. I've just finished work. It's
This is gonna be a long one.
Chance to decompose.
Decompose?
Mm-hmm.
James,
I'm just going to put this title.
I think we need to intervene.
No.
Okay, so you want to go to episode 4 of Cassian Andor on Disney Plus. Roll down to the zeros, and then we're going to do the countdown. 3, 2, 1, and then we go on go. James, any?
Yes, put your subtitles on and make yourself a nice sandwich.
Don't make yourself a nice sandwich.
Are you going to eat that sandwich?
I'll eat it later.
Sandwich.
Eat it now.
All right.
We've all been watching Dahmer.
Get the old subtitles on.
It does help.
It does. It helps with characters' names as well. Or something, you can miss something. So get it on, man. You'll be an expert. You'll be a black belt in Andor.
Yeah.
You will.
This episode also features the McLaren Technical Center. See if you can spot it.
Nice one.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and we also don't skip as well.
Don't skip the recap.
the
Do not skip the
Do not
recap.
skip the recap because it really screws everything up.
I had a technical issue there, but I managed to avoid
Overcome it.
any drama. Yeah, my tablet's getting 9% on it, so I've got to watch my phone. So I hope there's no ticking and things like that. Now, sometimes that happens. Is this the best Star Wars TV we've had?
Yeah. As much as I love The Mandalorian, yeah.
But then it's a different thing to The Mandalorian, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Mando's more kind of, I was going to say bang and flash, but we've got that in that clip there from the recap. But, The Mandalorian's the fun, gung-ho part of Mando. This is the more deep political, like you say, Sloan, the secret army type thing that's going on. This guy's going to be good. See that guy there? I don't know the names of the characters, but
I think his name's Luthen.
Is it?
Because I just seen it in my subtitles.
Oh, Luthen the
guy modified his. He modified his.
Oh no, that's Cyril. Luthen is Skarsgård.
The American
character.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I actually think he was one of the characters that get brought out as a Black Series figure for Andor.
Luthen? I think so. Yeah.
But it seemed as if he was like a random, guy. I think he might have been.
I like this intro here.
Characters.
This intro looks quite.
Me too.
It really sets the tone for the show, doesn't it?
They've changed it every episode as well. We were talking about She-Hulk. Changed the.
Oh yeah.
This changes every episode as well. Yeah.
Do they?
The music changes.
It's a little bit Alien. The start of Alien.
Yep, agreed.
The letters just form.
I think Cassian's jacket just there could make him he could be a Ravager, a Ravager from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is pure cinema here, by the way. Why does this look so much more cinematic, even in interior shots? Look more cinematic than any other Star Wars show so far on the TV.
They shot it on film.
No, don't
Did they
start that
actually?
one, Sloan.
Oh,
Because we were wrong the last time. We said that Spielberg's new movie was shot in film, but it was
No,
digital.
it wasn't shot on film. It was shot in
The opposite.
digital. We said it was
Aye.
shot in digital,
Uh-huh.
and it's not.
Yeah, we got it wrong, so let's not go there.
Yeah. I wonder if this was shot. I need to find out.
that ship he's in, obviously of Corellian design.
Yeah, definitely. I'm loving these. I mean, I love Andor as a character, but I love this guy.
Yes.
Luthen.
Skarsgård. Don't know.
Luthen.
Luthen.
Yep.
God, I should know that really by now. Terrible for names.
He definitely seems younger in this than Rogue One.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely seems younger.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
Okay,
laughing at? I think he does.
No, I'm just
I
laughing
agree.
because I said it's probably shot in film. It's shot digitally.
Well, this
right.
is.
Yes.
Oh God, aye. Of course it is.
Yeah, because if you look at the technical specs in IMDb, it says negative format, and if it says codex, that means it's shot digitally.
Oh, great! The cat wants out.
Do it.
It just looks amazing. I think it's also do with the fact that all the sets are practical as well. That really kind of sells it because you're not having to fix it in post.
I think there's a slight naivety about Cassian as well at this moment,
Definitely.
and that makes him younger, maybe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely not as
clued up.
He's not. Not as clued up. You feel he's got street smarts, but he's not got space smarts yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
He's not. He's a man of the world, but maybe not the universe.
Yes.
Oh, come on,
the
guys.
Galaxy.
You guys, you're so profound.
I know.
Minbin,
This is
do you know what that is?
interesting. Yeah, that's this planet in Solo, the Mud Planet.
The Mud Planet, yeah. That's where he meets Chewie.
Oh, okay.
So does he? Do you think he knows him? How does he know that about him? Did I miss something?
I said I know you.
How?
I know the outside. I know the people who tell me.
He's one of these guys that knows everything about everybody, and he's picked him.
Well connected.
Which we realise later on, even how more connected he is than we think.
Yeah. So they're on the way to see? Are they going to see Mon Mothma?
At this point, no.
No, but is that who they end up meeting in this?
Well, he ends. Cassian ends up. It's Mon Mothma that Luthen
meets. That's what I mean.
Luthen.
Aye.
Luthen, aye. Lucien's Milo in Morbius.
Have you been watching Morbius because he's in it?
Who's in it? Matt Smith.
I've watched a bit of Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
Anyway, I don't get to talk about that. Look at that.
Coruscant looks.
Has it ever looked any better?
Never.
No.
Awesome.
People are going like, "Oh, it looks different. It looks different." You know, it's a big planet, right?
I hate internet people because they just moan about everything, apart from us.
That's right. We never moan about anything, do we, Jody?
Never ever.
Not once did I hear you moan about She-Hulk. Not once.
Never. Not once. Yeah, but credit where credit's due and stuff. This is like the sort of round table at
Moff Tarkin's.
A New Hope.
Yeah.
But less throttly.
Well, that's because your pal's not in it. This one.
Yeah. See the design for this series as well. It's been utterly, unbelievably good. I think.
So the ISB, they're not like the SS. That's not their job. Their job is more like kind of bookkeepery type things, aren't they?
These dudes.
Is that who these? That's who these are.
Yeah.
I don't know.
These are more. I think these are like the kind of intelligence type. So they.
Oh, okay.
Before kind of combat, these are the kind of not FBI, but the sort of central intelligence type. Aye.
Oh, there you go.
Home security sort of thing types. He's great, isn't he? That character. I think the casting in this is fantastic. It's just so on the ball.
That's the way this guy's putting it is such a spy type way of putting things.
Aye. The disease.
Healthcare providers.
Yeah. And do you know what it is? Every single character has got a reason, and every single character has got like
a porpoise
as interesting and a motivation. That's it. That's the word. Yeah. There's not a single bit wasted.
Even there's a guy there, and like he's just a background guy, but he kind of narrows his eyes when something was said there. Just sells it a little bit more rather than just.
You believe it.
Yeah, you believe it.
You believe in the world.
Meanwhile, back in Scotland.
I was going to say, back in the Highlands.
Yeah, they actually mention it's the Highlands as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
In this episode. Yeah, I think they do, don't they? It's a convenient spot to land.
That's right, in the middle of nowhere.
Well, they always do that, don't they?
Yeah.
Gosh, he looks even younger now. He's had a shave.
I know. I want to get every single one of these figures. I want to collect every one.
Have you seen the Hasbro line for these?
Yeah. We spoke about it on Sunday. Yeah. Hey, James.
Near Pitlochry.
Yeah, up in Scotland, which is near Perth, kind of on the road to Aberdeen. No,
it's a few miles outside of
Inverness.
The
A9.
A9, yeah.
Kyber crystal is that, but they don't describe it quite as that. It says it's a Quati.
Blue Kyber.
It's Kyber. Aye.
Do you know what's refreshing about this is that they are not dealing with Jedi. No, it's not a lightsaber and stuff. All that lore. You're kind of you're looking for something that is quite Star Warsy, and it is Star Warsy, but it's definitely not.
But it definitely is
a removed story. But it definitely is.
Because not everything's Jedi. Not everything's. You've got the kind of stuff in the background happening, and that's what they're focusing on here.
Yeah.
The rebellion. Sloan's get his map out.
It's up there.
Up there.
Up in that part of the world. There's Dunkeld and there's Pitlochry.
Yeah. So there's a real dam that you can go to that they filmed stuff. I think it was in the previous episode. So remember the bit with the dam?
Yeah, it's on the you see in the trailer. I guess this is also the bit that the bit with the hangar that they explain about later on.
Yeah, James, I agree.
Another good shot.
Star Warsy language. I love this bit. And he thinks he's on his own. The old built-in computer.
That definitely looks like the Falcon cockpit.
Definitely. It's like a sort of different style, isn't it? But similar.
So listen, just fill me in, guys, because I've lost a wee bit in this. But what's he asking her to do? Don't they have to go and steal they have to go and steal something from
Wages? I thought it was
wages? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a heist. Yeah.
Right.
So it's like to basically kind of just mess with them.
Yeah.
I think it's to get funds for the rebellion is what it's for. Because you need to buy spaceships and fuel and food and all that kind of stuff. Uniforms, you got to buy those fancy uniforms with the Purina logo on them.
I'm thinking it's to mess with them, but it really is. They're stealing money, so I suppose they could spend it. True.
Mm-hmm. They're not going to do a Joker and just put it in a big warehouse and set fire to it.
That's true.
Deep cuts.
Yeah. So it's angry. He's in it for real.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically, is he the beginning of the rebellion? He's the guy.
Him and Mothma.
The two of them are the which means she's going to live and he's going to die.
I don't know. Every time I see these characters, I always think there's always a bigger fish.
Mm-hmm.
And I think someone else is. He's the guy that gets things done, not necessarily the guy that's in charge.
Do you think there's somebody bigger?
I think there's somebody bigger.
We've got to see Saw Gerrera, haven't we?
Yeah, you've got him.
There's Saw Gerrera, but he's part of the alliance. And
he's more of a
rebels.
He's like a kind of guerrilla war type guy, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's kind of on his own, but he's like, I don't think he's part of the rebellion, but he's like,
he might not be on his own yet, because
maybe
they kind of abandoned him after a while because he was too extreme.
He does. They do mention it in the previous episode where he says, "What are you part of the Seps, the Alliance, the something else?" He mentions like another 2 or 3 things as well.
I like
so there are different anti-government factions.
Yeah, I like this when they're getting dressed down here.
Yeah, I wasn't even there. That's
I know.
the problem.
I want to see these guys again, man.
This honestly, I
had nothing to do with it.
Well, exactly.
I love those guys.
Especially the guy that sticks his hand up. Seriously?
What's his name? That guy, that young fella.
Alex Ferns.
That's the young fella, Cyril.
Inspector Karn.
Deputy
Inspector Karn.
Yeah.
I need to remember these names. God.
See those guards in the background? They look like they've got like attack commanders helmets on.
Yeah.
Oh, those attack commanders, those are Imperial troops. That's the ones that they wear in Morlani or Morlana, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Solo wears them.
Yeah.
Those
goggles and a helmet, basically.
Because somebody said that's the troops those guys there. That's the troops that you would send in normally, and the stormtroopers are the elite troops that you would send in. Yeah. It just so happens that every time we see stormtroopers, we associate it with just rank and file, but they're not actually rank and file. They're like above the rank and file. That's how it was explained to me by X Ladder. So,
okay,
and everybody else who watched that video, I guess, it wasn't just we were sitting in a pub together.
I like how, just in case you forget, you're in Star Wars, they chuck a couple of TIE fighters in here.
Yeah.
Also,
James,
it does. It does.
I definitely agreed.
Another Dune reference.
I've forgotten that guy's name already. Inspector Karn.
Cyril. Karn.
Deputy Inspector Karn.
Karn. Magnificent Seven.
Yep. These look great as well.
Love it. Love the
The
sound.
islands.
It's a great scene.
Also,
That's
they
it.
are quite terrifying when you hear them up close.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the sound that when you watch these. I don't know what the planes are called, but in Germany, the First World War, and they come down and they're like, they make that horrible noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind
Dive bombing.
yeah, that's the vibe they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
I think those TIE fighters took off from Glasgow.
I think
Glasgow
we're at Glasgow
Airport.
Airport.
Yeah.
Glasgow Spaceport.
That'll be Presswick then.
Aye, of course. Aye.
Oh, from
Gorman
Gorman.
from Aliens in the last episode. Which one was Gorman? No way, man.
Was that the Paul Reiser one?
No,
Okay.
Gordon. He died. He kind of half committed suicide with Vasquez. They put their hands on top of the. He was the kind of the guy in charge, but he wasn't in charge because everyone just slagged him off.
Oh, really? See this dude here? Do you not think he's got real Tarkin vibes? I know it's not Tarkin,
okay,
but
right.
he's got mega Tarkin vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it because of the jodhpurs?
No, it's the hollow cheeks and not bum cheeks, facial cheeks.
I think you're saying about the Gorman, Lieutenant Gorman guy. I think that's the young lieutenant who's got a ton of things to prove, but he's just fresh out of the academy and he doesn't really know.
Right.
Everyone slags him off.
Everyone slags him off, yeah.
Now, this transformation is brilliant.
Aye.
Sublime. And you're like, wow. It's like, the good version of the Phantom Menace.
Good version of Phantom.
As it's like, Palpatine, but
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
do you know what I mean? But
I see what you mean, yeah.
good version. And then he is even kind of acts out a
I
couple
think he's
of
gonna.
yeah. Just to get into character.
Yeah.
So, James, did you kind of watch this episode sort of? You don't remember it, or
Ta-da.
No, I do remember some of it, but I didn't remember all of it.
Oh.
I think I watched it in two halves. I think I fell asleep and I had to rewind it back.
Right, okay. You enjoying it though?
Aye, I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it. It's quite gritty.
Quite.
You know
Quite
that
gritty.
you know that she's explaining the Highland clearances here,
Aye, pretty much. Mm.
down to the factories in the lowlands.
Mm. Mm.
How has this been received by the world, Star Wars fans?
Rotten Tomatoes, it's got an 85% critic, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. And it's a wee bit lower with audience, I think.
Yeah, 90%. Let me just shut up here. Yeah, it's 90% tomato meter and then 81% audience score.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not bad. But I did also hear that it's amongst Disney Plus shows it's not really rated that well. Which is,
do you think this is the one for the fans?
Yeah. But for us, I think this is the one. Do you know Star Wars fans are terrible because it's like there's not enough serious stuff in it. And then you give them a serious thing. Oh, there's not enough daft stuff in it.
There's not enough fan service.
It's like, God, come on.
I honestly think they've struck a nice balance between
Me too.
making something highly dramatic and adult oriented, but also still having Star Warsy things in it to remind you that you're in that galaxy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This wee guy was in the End of the Effing World, wasn't he?
Yep, he was also in Black Mirror as well.
What one was that again?
Do you remember the one where he was caught doing something on his computer and then they blackmailed him?
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
It's good actor.
Yeah. Another great shot of the Highlands there.
I know. Mm-hmm.
I do love a binocular shot.
Some good salmon fishing in that river there.
I get down there and do the fishing.
You can practically reach in there and just scoop them up.
You sit in the back of the trailer and I'll catch you later, okay, boy?
Used to come down here with a sour mash.
Aye. My radiator was dropping all over the joint. Anyway,
All right, Scotty.
I know it's a terrible accent.
That's a terrible Scottish
awful.
accent.
I'm Scottish as well.
I know.
Ah,
I like the guns. They're quite like,
That is the dam.
like real life guns, isn't they?
Yes. Well, but Lochree's got a dam. And that's where the salmon go.
Oh, they do. They look like this sort of Star Wars equivalent of an AK-47.
Aye.
Hi, Clem.
Sorry, I'm just replying to James's comments. But it's bloody freezing, by the way.
I bet. That's a hell of a wind blowing through there.
Oh, it's a hell of a wind.
Aye, nice a fair drawn in.
Aye.
So
sorry.
did I hear you? Did I hear you guys talk about that? Most of the cast were American, and then everyone else, the central cast is American, but everyone else was just like because they filmed it in Britain. That's just who they got.
All the baddies are Scottish.
Yeah,
Scottish, Welsh, and English.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, no, sorry. When that kind of community that Andor was in at the beginning, they were all kind of Welsh and Scottish and English, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And Mexican.
Well, it's the main cast of the original Star Wars. The main cast were all Americans: Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher. But when they were doing the casting, this is the McLaren Technology Center.
Why does this all look so much better though than it looks more cinematic?
Don't know.
Cinematography is better, but they're using the same. Surely it's the same. It's coming from the same house, Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Why?
This is brilliant. It's like he's going down further and further and further.
Mum.
Yeah.
All the Mando stuff's all basically westerns, isn't it? This is.
Mm-hmm.
Although to be fair, Mando does look great. Somebody said though that Boba Fett didn't look as good because they didn't know how to use the technology. But I don't know, man. This looks great.
Yeah.
You know the thingy technology.
His duffel coat.
I know. He's going to get a slap from his mammy.
Mum, I know.
Yeah, he's going to get bitch slapped.
Mm-hmm. I tell you.
He's a way to get a sandwich, eh?
Mm-hmm. Go back to the flats. No graffiti, notice.
I know.
Anti-graffiti paint.
Do you think, or is just they can't be bothered going down there because it's why bother?
Bit harsh.
Look at the wee guy in the background.
Yeah.
That's wee Senga Fett across the road.
I know. I was wanting a wee cup of sugar, but I'll come back. Don't worry.
Babs Windsor there.
I was just doing a bit of gardening and I had to root it.
Wee bit of potash soil in there.
Aye.
You guys are going for it.
Doing it at Beach Grove Galaxy Garden.
Where we grow enough yub nubs to keep you infested for
yub nubs. Oh, we're going deep cuts.
Yub nub.
This has got kind of Andor vibes, actually. You know,
I'll send you over a $5 if you can sing the original Ewok celebration song from the end of Return of the Jedi.
sing it.
For all the yub nubs you need.
It wasn't the Yub Nub song; it was something else.
Yep, yep. Tippy, 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 tip, 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 tip. That one.
Is that's not the original one, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Is it the
It's
original?
another yub nub song. Yub yub. Da, 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 da.
Is it?
Uh,
Oh well,
I think so.
I'll give you a $5 then.
I'm telling people that for years. Pretty sure it is.
Well, here we go.
I love this scene, by the way.
The Bentley.
So this is a shopping mall.
Bentley of
that they're in.
speeder, not speeder bikes of
So listen, they say
Oh,
Senator,
wow.
and she's got a new driver, and I was wondering why did they even mention that? I've never seen them, so I was a bit confused, and it just flowed really well. I really liked it,
yeah.
and then it dawns on you, oh right, that's why it's been mentioned.
Yeah.
Do you recognise the driver?
No, is it?
He's your
No.
mum.
Do you remember a TV program called Press Gang?
Dexter
Right.
Fletcher.
No, the other boy.
Oh, the dark haired guy.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's going to come back then.
I think so.
Was he the guy that replaced him? Parker from Thunderbirds. Yes, my lady.
So, do you think, James, that he's a
He's a spy.
spy
Aye,
and
Right,
he's
ISB.
babysitting Mon Mothma,
He's ISB.
and yes,
and this things are going to go,
Pear shaped.
yeah,
and I love all this.
antique
I love
stuff.
all this small talk,
Oh yeah. So
all this BS, because I'm kind of believing it, and I like
Uh-huh.
what she does.
yeah.
And I knew something was amiss when she was like that. No, I insist you stay.
Everything about this is utterly fantastic.
Somebody was also saying about the accents of the Empire, of the galaxy. And it was that as you get closer into the center of the core, they start talking with more received pronunciation
Yeah.
than the externals.
And apparently see that in the background there, Star Killer armor. It's a
Oh, is
character
it?
thing. Yeah.
So the ISB driver also can't follow her.
No.
Because he's undercover, so he can't really. He needs to be close to her, but he can't.
Yeah.
She can say, "Just have a look at these coins," and he's like, "Oh," but he can't fully
Yeah.
commit because then he'll blow his cover.
Yeah.
If he's it's a good bit of cat and mouse.
There's a new spy every day in the Senate.
Yeah, you got a new driver.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's at it.
This is Palpatine, isn't it? Palpatine.
You say Palpatine, I say Palpatine, Palpatine, Peepatine,
There's there's
Palpatine.
Beskar armor in the main sort of part of the gallery as well.
I think you really need to know your stuff though if you're
Aye.
trying to pick out, what's what.
I think they're all Easter eggs, James. But
Yeah.
it's just whether you're heavily into it.
There'll be a website, some sort of YouTube people that
Screen
know-
Crush, Ryan Ray will set you right.
They know what they're talking about.
Look up the Screen Crush channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Dylan Sloan sent you.
Yeah, do that.
Tell him Super Kelly Brothers sent you. We'll get some people watching.
Yeah. You mean nobody's watching?
Nobody's watching. Is that a beat? Is that a BD? One of those Deodroids there as well in the background.
Deodoroids.
Deodroids. What is Deo? Or whatever
Oh,
it's
you
called.
get sure.
Deodroids, not deodorant droids.
Uh,
Now we've missed it.
That's a great looking car.
These are
Isn't it?
shenanigans.
isn't it?
What a design!
Oh,
Yeah.
love it. The whole thing looks fantastic.
FAB.
FAP. She looks the part, doesn't she?
Aye.
I mean, she's been there since episode 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In a a scene that was cut.
Yep. Speeder bike. There you go.
Great one.
You happy now, Star Wars fans?
Even more Andor vibes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And see, he's got the Imperial helmet thing on because he's a trooper.
Mhm.
He's a trooper.
He's a trooper.
He's a super trooper. Super trooper.
So I
That
think-
song also mentions Glasgow.
It does. So I think this episode is going to be part of 3 episodes again, and it'll be one complete
Is it
movie.
9 episodes of this? We've got
12.
12.
So
12,
you
is
think
it?
it's like Doctor Who? There's
Yeah.
going to be like 4 complete stories?
I think so, because the first
Okay,
the first
makes
3
sense.
seem to be like that. They released them all at the same time, and this is obviously episodes going into the heist, and so I think it potentially could be 3 again. Certainly 2. I think it'll be 3 though. I think it'll be three blocks.
Gorn.
Cassian, the moody teenager.
I want all those figures.
He's Clem.
See if they had a bigger budget. Do you think one of them might have been a droid?
Oh, good question.
Why?
See, when I was watching that scene, I thought normally probably one would be a droid or a like Wookiee or something.
Mhm.
But they've not done that, and I wonder if they've just done that because
It also adds the fact that none
Sorry, I
of
was
them are
thinking,
droids or
James.
Wookiees adds to the ground. I know adds
That's
to the it's grounded
yeah,
more.
yeah,
Bonsai.
yeah. It's more it's less goofy because
Mhm.
sometimes I think they add in a droid or an alien just to
Do you not think droids are expensive in the
sake.
Star Wars universe?
cutesy factor sometimes though.
Like they're not cheap.
Aye, but normally you could nick one. You can nick an Imperial droid or something, or
Yeah.
inherit a droid, or
Reprogram
find a
it.
droid.
Mhm.
Plenty of droids kicking about.
Yeah. Look at this opulence, man.
I know.
Her hubby is like a big kind of playboy, not a
Arms
playboy,
dealer
but
guy.
he's like some sort of, I don't know, they're mega rich though, clearly.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's like Bespin on steroids.
Yes. Ooh, she's out of there.
She
Quick
knows.
style.
Mhm.
Perrin.
Reginald.
What I was going to say, Reginald.
Mhm.
Oh, the rise and fall.
Mhm.
Actually, James must have got his. Didn't he say a couple of weeks ago he got his subscription back?
Oh,
Yeah.
for Disney Plus.
For this,
I don't know if he got it back for this or for Shulky. Oh. Oh, shut up. Must
I know.
everything be boring and sad?
Shit it. Do you think he's a kept man, or do you think he's making the money and she's?
See that temple thing there? Does that not look a bit like the one that Grogu sat in when he was
Does.
waiting for Luke?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I love this story actually. Well, not story, but this is the kind of scenario that's going to happen.
But I like the fact that guy from him there, he wants to look after his models.
Yeah,
There's a Back to the Future reference coming here.
But I'll do it. It's fragile. That piece, the rain gets into the glue.
Yeah. He's our kind of guy.
Aye, totally. Well, don't touch it. I've got this.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, it's not
not
to scale.
Back to the Future reference.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, is that what it
Yeah.
was?
Well,
I'm sorry, it's not to scale, but I didn't have time to. And he started. Anyway, that doesn't matter. And then he goes into the
I just
story.
think it's a good thing for the character, though.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's really proud of the model.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So you know he's going to die.
Yeah, he has to die. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, James,
definitely.
He has to die now.
what a downer.
Now we like him. He's dead.
Oh.
It was the same as Tim as well,
Tim.
because he had sex with Bix, and I was like, oh, he's dead. Next scene.
Oh, the Scottish guy.
Yeah, Tim, nice but dim.
Is that his name? Tim?
Tim, Tim.
Same as a spaced Simon Pegg's character.
Tim, yeah.
This
Not
is a
there's
good
any
wee,
link whatsoever.
good wee story about the
Yeah,
diversion
man.
and the reason why they're doing it.
Yeah,
And then the model maker guy comes in with the science.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I hope we get to see this, though. Well, we will, won't we?
Yeah, it was part of the
curtain
heist.
thing.
Yeah.
Mhm. So it's like the distraction almost.
Mhm.
Or the cover.
Faith is not interested in this at all.
Is she
No.
not? Really?
No.
Too
not
too
interested.
serious? Or
Yeah.
yeah. It's a shame.
Uh-huh.
Danny watched the first episode and then he was like, nah, I'm out. But then that happened to us with Mando. I tried to get him to watch it and then he didn't. And then last year we watched it all. And then he get really into Star Wars. But not enough for Andor.
Maybe he's still too young for this.
This well, we watched Rogue One together last month.
Rogue
It's
One is quite
preparation.
stormtroopery though.
It's quite
Yeah.
pew-pewy as well.
Yeah. In preparation for this, we watched it, but
Yeah. All right.
yeah. He did like it.
I love
Love
this
it.
bickering.
Boom.
This isn't pointless. This
Love it.
bickering is good.
Aye. Nothing wasted here. No wasted characters. Jar Jar Binks, I'm looking at you. Mace Windu, looking at you.
You leave my Jar Jar.
Mm.
She's trying to do the right thing. She's trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing really well, but she's just been shut down.
Do you know what that's like?
Cyril.
Do you know what it's like? Though it's like the 70s cop that goes to the lieutenant. He's like, boss, I know this is. Shut it down, Harry. Give me your badge.
Yeah,
Your badge and your gun.
that's it. And then they go off and do it anyway.
Yeah,
And they get a wee slap in the wrist and a raise at the end.
exactly.
Then he hits her with mundane stuff as well as like he's got his reports in. You haven't.
I know.
See, because
And we've all been in one of those meetings.
no. See, because this is two seasons, I think that the first season is obviously going to go badly, and then the second season
There's a pickup.
will not go so badly, but it could go badly actually because don't know.
Doesn't have to go that badly though, because we all know how Rogue One goes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It goes really badly,
Very badly.
but really
And
good. But bad for the characters. Fire crackling.
I can read.
For all you podcast cats out there.
Cassian is walking towards the fireplace. Cassian is sitting down.
It's not
He
Cassian.
unzips his trousers
I don't know
and
that guy's-
Just in case you forget, it's a Star Wars show. There's beeping.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. It's the same as D.I. Karn before because she's getting
dress.
dressing down.
Yeah, but the boss is wrong and they're right. It's the usual.
This time.
Usual.
Can he get my
Go on,
foot?
Cinta. Check his bandage.
Check your bandage.
Suspenseful music is playing.
That's a good name for a band, actually. Check your bandage. Might start a band.
Oof.
And
There
that's
you have
us.
it, folks.
All right, this
There
is
you
my
go.
problem with these things. They
Bloody
last
hell.
so long, and then you're like, I was getting into that.
Oh, that was.
There you have it. Oh, is
There
this
you go.
based on Star Wars?
Yeah, based on Star Wars.
Oh,
There you go.
There's times
well
it reminds
played.
me of Foundation. It's not a bad thing. I know people hate Foundation, the TV show, but I liked it.
People hate it.
Yeah, people loathe it. Loathe it. Yeah, they're not. The
Still in
people who are
Skarsgård,
fans of the
good.
books don't like it.
And Genevieve O'Reilly.
So,
Skarsgård
She's Northern
was
Irish, is she
in,
not?
June as well. What's that?
she's she is.
Northern
You're
Irish.
right. She's Irish. No bits at the end either.
No.
Post credit things.
No. I noticed that with
That's
the last
not really-
couple of She-Hulks as well. There wasn't ones at the end.
Yeah.
Star Wars isn't really known for.
It's
Yeah, I keep
post-credits.
checking as well. Honestly, it was great sci-fi. The Foundation TV show. Folk were complaining because it wasn't like the books, and I'm like, how many times do we have to go through this? People, books are not movies. Movies are not books.
Exactly. Two seconds.
And he's off.
He's off ski.
Um,
Cracking, man. And that's next one's out tomorrow.
Yep, next one's out tomorrow. Yep, and then we get She-Hulk on Thursdays, and then what's the next one then? Bad Batch after Andor,
I don't know.
November-ish time.
I don't
frame,
know for sure.
I think.
I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
really enjoying it. This is exactly what I thought this show was going to be, which is
Mhm.
Secret Army in space.
Mhm.
That's all I wanted from it. Just do that, and it's
Just do that
it's
thing.
brilliant. Yeah, do that thing. I don't like. I think you can have good space opera things without going too sci-fi on it.
Mhm.
And I think this is doing a good job of that. It's characters are great, story's great, it's intriguing. Can't wait to see the next week's episode, which of course is
My
tomorrow.
only thing I'd say about it is I'd like them to dial up the Star Wars.
Just a wee tad,
Maybe just a wee tad.
right?
Just a ball hair.
They had a robot in it at the start, though. The first two episodes, three
I
episodes.
know. We Vincent.
Yeah, we Vincent. Yeah, well, more Bob than Vincent, but yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes, I definitely.
He was in it, so that was good. I liked his wee kind of.
And I know they've had a speeder bike in it, but I do feel like the Star Wars is like it's up about 2 at the moment, maybe 1.5, hovering around 2. And I know they're doing it deliberately.
Yeah,
but I need it. I need it on a 3 or a 4.
I think Obi-Wan was definitely a lot. I mean, obviously Vader was in it, but I'm talking about the scenes that the normal scenes where Vader wasn't in that.
Yeah.
I think they dialed the Star Wars up quite high on Obi-Wan. I don't know if you necessarily have to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want like a space battle in this because it's not.
No,
the story's not
no.
big enough for that.
No. No, I quite like the scale of the story.
Yeah.
But Jodie was just saying this morning, I'd like the Star Wars on it dialed up just one wee notch.
Oh, would you really? Do you know it's
Just
quite
a wee-
Star Wars enough?
It is.
Not enough
and I'm
droids.
really liking it. But I just want to go to
You want some
You know,
stormtroopers?
something else.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want a lightsaber, and I don't want a space battle.
No, I think we'll get it. I know what you mean. I know what you mean because those kind of pinstripe blue guys are kind of piping.
Even if I see some dead stormtroopers or an AT-AT.
Yeah, I think we'll see stuff like that. Definitely. I think we'll see Vader in this. I think we'll see Tarkin in this.
We saw TIE fighters in this episode.
Maybe not in the first season. Maybe, but the second season.
I know, and I just need it.
We're going to get it.
But I do like it a lot. Like it a lot.
We saw a Corellian type ship as well.
Yeah, the beginning of that episode was very, very. Mm-hmm. That's why I said to you the bit when they were running up the hill, Keebish, they chucked in a couple of TIE fighters, and I think that's the reason. Exactly what you're saying, just to remind you.
What you're
Star
watching.
Wars. Yeah, I think that's why they did it.
And a wee speeder bike.
And a speeder bike.
There you go.
And Mon Mothma and some Coruscant.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit more, guys. A wee bit more.
Oh, you like a wee droid?
No, I've just said an AT-AT on top of everything else. An AT-AT and maybe some dead stormtroopers.
All right, let me get this. What you like? An AT-AT?
An AT-AT.
What? I
stormtroopers. I want a couple of dead stormtroopers.
Dead ones. Right. All right.
And a couple of AT-AT commanders.
Commanders. Okay. Right. I'll see what I can do, mate. I'll see what I can do
for next week. Get it sorted for next week. All right.
Meanwhile, the producer's going like, "I can give you a couple of those crates."
No.
And a mention.
I've got a Jar Jar Binks here. I've got a.
I'll give you Mon Mothma for 5 minutes and a quick shot of Coruscant. That'll do you.
I'll give you a parked X-wing final offer.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have it.
I've got a dead Yoda.
Yeah,
I've got the bottom half of an astromech droid. Which one do you want? And you can't have them both.
I've got the bottom half of a Darth Maul.
I can give you a Death Sticks quote any day of the week, any day.
Oh, Death Sticks. That'd be the worst.
I know.
Nice one.
Oh my god. Anyway, that's Cassian Andor. How are we at 53 minutes in this podcast? In this broadcast?
That was a longer episode. That was a longer episode maybe than what we're used to.
45 minutes.
We must have waffled at the start.
No.
Not much waffling. 3 or 4 minutes of waffling.
No, it's about 45 minutes long episode. It's the longest one. The first 3 I think were short. Right. Yeah, that's the longest episode, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so, okay.
Awfully good.
Aye.
Good stuff. Anyway, over to you guys now. If you wouldn't mind hitting the old like button there, smash it, as they say on the YouTubes, and share as well on social media. That really helps the channel. Also, comment below as well. Where do you think this is going? Do you think it's Star Wars? Do you think it's not Star Wars enough? Do you think it is Star Warsy? Let us know below. Obviously, James wants the Star Wars dialed up just a little bit. What are your thoughts on that? And if you want timely reminders of when we put up a new video, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will let you know when we put one up, which will be Sundays and also Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
Anyway, but thank you everyone for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Cheers.